Hi, I'm going to be doing a review of Perfect Dark for the Xbox Live Arcade. The biggest reason for getting this game is obviously for the nostalgia for the N64 game. The game originally came out on the N64 as a kind of spiritual sequel to GoldenEye 007, which is probably the most popular game in all of existence. But first of all, let's talk about gameplay. The first-person controls are different than your general FPS. Instead of the right stick moving the screen, like the entire screen at once, your reticule will move within the screen, and the screen moves when you get near the edges. It's a little weird, but it's very refreshing to see this different control scheme again, because it works really well. Because although it's imprecise, there's considerable auto-aim to increase precision. It makes it slightly easier on easier difficulties than games like Call of Duty, although on the hardest difficulty, it is leagues harder than Call of Duty on Veteran. It is extremely satisfying when you walk into a room and auto-aim onto and blast a couple guys in quick succession. It's very immersive, makes you feel like a secret agent. Next, we'll talk about the game's weapons. The game has an insane selection of weapons and gadgets, as 33 guns and 8 classic weapons from GoldenEye. And this isn't even including gadgets such as the X-ray goggles and Cam Spy. These weapons aren't just your standard assault rifles. They're varied weapons such as arm-mounted crossbows, lasers, and combat knives to snipers that can see through walls, proximity mine assault rifles, a gun disguised as a laptop that can be deployed as a turret, and a bunch of kick-ass alien weapons. Not one gun in this game is boring to use. Next, I'll go over the story. In this game, you play as Joanna Dark, an agent who's dispatched by the Carrington Institute to infiltrate the mysterious Datadyne Corporation, which is suspected in taking part of government cover-up involving aliens and advanced technology. So, it's basically crazy. But it's different than the regular genres of you're a space marine and you're a soldier, so it's good to see some attention paid to the setup. And next we'll go over the single-player mode. The single-player mode is one of the greatest in history. Rare did not take the Modern Warfare 2 and Halo 3 route of, let's make the best multiplayer ever, and the single-player campaign is an afterthought. No, the Perfect Dark single-player campaign is absolutely just as amazing as the multiplayer. With amazing locales such as Area 51, alien ships, and deep undersea in a submarine, you'll be everywhere. 17 levels in total, as well as 4 bonus unlockable levels. However, the real depth here comes from the 3 different difficulty settings. The difficulty settings don't just change how tough your enemies are, like in other FPSs. It does that as well as adding new objectives and unlockables in each playthrough. For example, if you're playing the deep sea level on Agent, which is easy mode, you only have to accomplish 3 objectives. 1, reactivate the teleportals, 2, disable the sit and meta weapon, and 3, escape from the ship. However, if you try it on Perfect Agent, the super hard mode, you'll also have to secure the control room and restore Dr. Carroll's personality before exiting the ship, which is no easy task. And you won't unlock all of the game's many extra cheats and unlockables unless you play it through on the most difficult setting. The sheer amount of replayability and unlockable cheats, secrets, and weapons is staggering, and that's just the single player. In the multiplayer, I think my favorite part about it is just remembering split-screen play when I used to play with my own friends in the own room, because I like to take their controller and throw it when they shoot me. But so in the multiplayer, the real part that shines is the weapons, because it increases in satisfaction when you kill your friends with them. For example, the Dragon is an assault rifle that you can throw down as a proximity mine, and it's hilarious when your friend walks over and says, "Oh cool, an assault rifle," and then he explodes. So there are 16 maps to play on, as well as 3 classics from GoldenEye. You can play different combat scenarios such as straight up deathmatch and team deathmatch, or modes like capture the briefcase, which is basically capture the flag. Additionally, you can add simulants or bots to join in, and you can add up to 8, I think, and they can play with you if you don't have any friends, or if you just want bigger matches. They have preset. My favorite part about them is the preset personalities, like the Vengeance sim that will seek out the last person that killed him, or the Coward sim that just runs away from everyone. But now the game that has been ported to the Xbox, there's Xbox Live support, which is really fun, but I don't think it's the same as the split-screen experience, although it is cool to play full screen with your buddies over Xbox Live. Now I'll talk about the graphics. The graphical update from the N64 to the 360 is really cool. It's not amazing. The game has been updated to run at 60 frames per second in 720p HD, and frankly it looks great, although some textures have not been updated very well, or at all, and the characters' faces, while they do look great, their mouths don't move, and their hands don't have real fingers, so they're just like club hands, but it also adds to the retro feel. I mean, if they had totally updated it to look like Call of Duty, it would have lost its charm. Imagine if South Park suddenly went into full 3D animation, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Sound quality. The sound quality is just amazing. I mean, not for an old console. I mean, it's amazing to this day because every gun has a distinct sound, and you'll know when your friend is running at you with a grenade launcher. You'll know when your friend is running at you with a pistol or assault rifle. The voice acting's not the greatest, but I do really like Joanna's voice, the main character, contrary to popular opinion, because it's not just some strong female voice like Jack from Mass Effect or something, and it totally fits her character. Besides, the voice work by the guards and soldiers is not terrible, but it's not great, and you won't be hearing them much if you're shooting them anyway. Well, I'm just gonna go over cost real quick. This game is only 800 Microsoft points, or $10, is one of the greatest values that I've seen ever, even better than the orange box. I mean, this game is cheaper than Modern Warfare 2's map pack, and it has more content than that entire game. If you buy this game, you'll be playing it for months, even years. I've still been playing it for over 10 years, and I still enjoyed the game. You'll be unlocking all those hidden secrets and trying to beat it on Perfect Agent, which I still haven't done. And then even playing the multiplayer online, which is really cool, because there is kind of a ranking system. Well, I strongly urge you to buy this amazing game, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I did.